How's it going, guys? Topic for today's video: how have my friendships changed? How have my personal relationships changed since living an unconventional life? So I'll first start off with how my friendships have changed. So what I would say, probably 3-4 years ago, when I was just before I kind of started living kind of an alternative lifestyle, is I would say that my friendships were kind of based around habits in my life that I wasn't really too fond of. So like partying and stuff. I would say that my friendships were kind of more superficial, and there wasn't really a lot of depth to them. So I mean, now my friendships, the people that I'm really good friends with, it's people I can talk to about anything that's kind of going on in my life. It's kind of any topic is kosher to talk about. It's all good, and the friendships are just much more I would say much more meaningful. Now I'm still friends with some of the people that I was friends with before, but I would say that when I did post a lot of stuff about eating a vegan diet, some of the stuff that I posted wasn't necessarily nice. It was very judgmental. It was very critical of them, and so I did lose some friends over that kind of stuff. But I'd say for the most part, my new friendships are just absolutely wonderful, and I am still kind of friends. My friendships that I had from before, I'm still friends with them, but it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not like I'm gonna go out and hang with them all the time or want to go and hang out with them all the time. It's just kind of more yeah, let's have a chat every now and then, maybe catch up on life. But the topics that I'd be able to talk with them about would be different. It's not the same type of depth that I would have with my newer friends now, the people that I really kind of jive with now. Now, in terms of my family has been definitely accepting of my lifestyle changes. At first, they were probably a little scared that I was bringing home boxes of bananas, and I was riding my bike around all these places in Southeast Asia. So they probably kind of felt maybe a little scared at first, but they've come around though, and they're definitely accepting of how I live. Now, my buddy John made a good point that there's two ways that your family can kind of support you. They can be accepting of your lifestyle, and they can be supportive of your lifestyle. So where the difference is, acceptance means they just kind of accept you. They're not really they're not that interested in it, but they're just yeah, you can do whatever you want to do, it's all right. Whereas supportive is kind of they want to kind of get into it a little bit more. They want to learn from you. They're really actually kind of interested in it. Now, I would say that most of my family just accepts what I do. They just think, oh yeah, Derek's just doing his weird, crazy stuff. But I would say that certain members in my family are definitely more supportive. My mother, when I came back here to London, she made me a vegan lasagna. She learned how to make vegan lasagna, which was really cool. So that to me is showing support, because she wanted me to feel she didn't want me to feel left out, because the rest of the family, because we had a family get together, the rest of the family was having just standard lasagna, which I can't eat. And she learned how to make a vegan cheese using tofu, and put some diet cheese on top, and made a legitimate lasagna, and it was actually really good. So that to me is support. That's really wanting to really kind of support my lifestyle decisions, which is something that I really appreciate a lot. But yeah, I mean, there's going to be that difference where certain members in your family or certain friends, they're going to accept what you do, and then there's other people that are they're really going to support what you do, and they want to learn more, and they're much more interested. And then there's just going to be the people who just don't accept it at all. They just don't want any part of you, and that's cool too. I mean, when you really start to change your life, you start to know who your real friends are, because if your real friends are really going to support you in what you do. They're going to accept you for what you do. But your friends who, maybe it's just more of a superficial relationship, there's not going to be that same level of support. They might kind of feel threatened by your lifestyle, and they might just not really get along with you much anymore just because you're changing your life. So I mean, that's just like a natural part of growing and expanding. It's just something that's going to happen, right? Some people you're going to get along with, some of your friends are going to kind of be like, yeah, that's cool. And some of your friends are just going to kind of be like, you're going to kind of drift apart. And you don't have to make it like a negative thing, like, oh, they don't like me anymore. It's just like, it is what it is. It's going to happen, right? So this is, somebody asked me this question, how my relationships have changed in my life. So I can't remember the exact name of who asked that question, but thank you for the question. And if you have any more, definitely leave them in the box below. I'm just actually walking up to the grocery store. I thought I'd go for a walk today instead of riding my bike. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Peace out.